What is going on, you guys? How about that video, from 5 days ago? Um, it's about double my average view count on a video. I guess a drama video and drama title. I guess that's to be expected, unfortunately. So I wanted to kind of talk about it just a little bit, and then put the kibosh on it. Close it, put the book away, and never bring it back out. First, I want to thank you for your feedback in the comment section of my video and Mike's video. Um, Thanks for the 3 people that called and the 5 PMs on Facebook. Pretty wild, man. Pretty wild. So, kind of where we're at now, kind of where we were then, to be honest with you. Mike and I are just fine. Okay, Mike and I have been buddies for over 10 years. He and I were talking, and neither one of us knows how the hell we became friends, other than on YouTube. We don't remember the first time we met, who called who, where did we meet up, nothing. But we do both agree on that it's been over 10 years now. And you wouldn't throw away a 10-year relationship over a picture of a guy on a baseball card. Was it a dick move? Yes. I think looking back on it now, Mike would probably agree. It was probably a dick move. Not that it's honestly anyone's business. Mike called me very apologetic, regretted the whole thing. But that's really between Mike and I. I do think there was some funny things that came out of it. I think it was that night or the next night. Carlos, and I know Carlos watches my videos from time to time, and he'll probably watch this one because will have a drama title. Carlos went live like he does with his boys, and they were talking about it, just to be expected. As Carlos would say, the content gods blessed him with a layup. And my 14-year-old son walked in the office here when I was watching it, and he was like, "Dad, are they talking about you and Mike?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh man, this is so my son." He's like, "Don't these virgins have anything better to talk about?" That's coming from a virgin, but oh man, I was in tears. I was laughing so hard, man. But yeah, I guess that's what we like to talk about. Is the drama. Mike goofed, okay? I think in my next video, I will show off all the cards that I bought that day or that night on that auction. And he didn't even get the best Eddie Matthews. I think I got the best Eddie Matthews. It was a 1959 Topps that is just gorgeous. I will say this, and then I'll end the video about Mike. About 2 or 3 times a month, Mike comes off not the best, not in the best light on camera. Puts his foot in his mouth. He says stuff a certain way, or he'll say something, or he words something that could have been better to put him in a better light. Just is what it is. And I'll let you know, I'm the first dude to call him and to criticize him. I figure if your friends aren't telling you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong, in my opinion, they're really not your friends. You know what I mean? I mean, I expect my friends to tell me what I don't want to hear, what I need to hear. And I do that to Mike. But in person, and a lot of the people that are criticizing Mike, in person, you couldn't ask for a better guy. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be 1 or 2 people that say otherwise, and that's your opinion. But I've seen the generosity that he's handed out to people and not ask for any returns, not say, "Hey, this is a loan, just here you go." doesn't get put out anywhere. I've seen him give somebody a $300-400 card, and literally the next week they were bashing him on a live. That dude, man, he gets it sometimes. I don't mean he gets it like up here. I mean he gets it like that. Some deserve, some not deserve. Like I said, he puts his foot in his mouth sometimes, but that's Mike. You know what I mean? We all have our flaws. I'm insanely aggressive. And, you know, that's one of my flaws. I get angry real fast, and then I cool down real fast. You know, we all have our flaws. I will say, I was talking to him, and I'm very, very, very transparent. I'll be the first one to say if I messed up or if I fucked something up. And I called Mike a couple days after that, and we've talked multiple times every day since that video, like we have for the past 10 years. I called him and I apologized to him, and I was like, you know what, Mike? We have all this crazy bullshit going around right now with us, and I have to say I'm sorry because I did the same thing to you last year. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, when we were at the National in Chicago last year, I seen a Whitey Ford autograph Topps card, and I thought it was gorgeous. And it was in a price range that I'd pay. And he came around, we were walking the show together, and then he seen it, and he was like, man, that's gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. Well, we both went on with our business, and I'm thinking, man, you know, I'd really like to get that card. And I'm sure he's thinking the same thing. Well, we go on about our business. Well, I go back and I buy the card because I wanted it, but I also know he wanted it. And so, I don't know, it was 30, 40 minutes later, whatever. And he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to go get that Whitey Ford. You know, and I was like this one? And he's like, no, you didn't. And I could tell he was a little, you know, tweaked, a little perturbed. And so I'm like, I basically did what he did. You know, I went out and got a card that I knew my friend was interested in. So I'm going to say I'm just as guilty. You know what I mean? So that's that. I'm kind of rambling at this point. But he had that video that was just an inferno of comments, just roasting him, which I'm not going to lie, I thought was hilarious. And then I did my video because I honestly thought the people in his comment section would freaking, you know, support him or tell him what he wants to hear or so, you know, be so kind. And man, that wasn't the case, man. Let me tell you. Whew. You guys are honest, brutally honest. And I would say don't ever change that. I think that is a awesome trait to have in a world where everybody now says what they want other people to hear and they don't say what's on their mind. So that is that. Sorry for the long ramble. Long story short, Mike and I are fine. Mike and I were never not fine. Mike pissed me off. You're friends with somebody long enough, they're going to piss you off, I'm sure. So that's that. Till next time, adios, be safe, bye-bye. Doodles.